There you go.
Ah. Okay. All right. Hopefully, everybody can get in. I don't see any of the participants. Do you?
Nope, not yet.
Two minutes. There we go. All right. The Beeve. My man.
Hi, you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes. I'm liking it. All right. Perfect. I think, Eric, you're coming in loud and clear. Eric, can you give me a little check? Uh-oh.
What was that?
It's not coming in.
Uh-oh, hang on.
See?
Okay, can you hear me at all?
Yeah,
No.
we can hear.
Nope, it's not being.
But it's
It's
not
not being
recording.
picked up here
Yeah.
because it's coming in through USB. That is why.
Yeah.
But if I'm recording,
Then you'll be able to save the audio.
I'll be able to save the audio if I am recording and the file is where it should be, and then I don't have to worry about it. Hold on one sec. Let me check. Okay, I guess it's recording.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oop.
There we go. There's Jeff.
Aha.
I'm going to stop this. And I'm going to see if I need to use this instead. Okay, Eric, talk to me again.
Can you hear me? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I would say probably a pretty damn lot.
Okay. Check 1, 2. Okay, that's not going to work. Pro Stream. I'm not using that. I'm not going to use that. Okay. I'm going to use this. And once again, it's all about technology. Jeff?
That's not
Yes.
Hey, all right. It's like old times.
It is.
Everyone's got Star Wars on. I like it.
Oh, I'm cruising today.
Oh, you're cruising. Oh, hey, I like that too. I like it.
I'm saving my Star Wars stuff for tomorrow.
Are you? Yeah, good for you. Good for you. All right. Well, once again, here we are without a net. We
Unrehearsed.
are unrehearsed. 5 minutes in. We're going to bring back some memories here. Kristen, you'll kick off the topic, and we'll just chat and find out how everybody has been. Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
And then we'll get to our topic, and then after this, I'm going to upload this, and we're going to have a watch party. Hopefully, people will dig it. I wish we could do this live, but I got to pay money for that. I don't want to. I'm being super cheap.
We have to be.
We have to be super cheap. All right. Here we go.
You were going to be a force for good and a very important sorcerer.
The following is an original production of the Sorcerer Radio Network.
Are you insane?
Broadcasting from Music City. It's the Disney List. The Disney List.
During the last few years, we've ventured into a lot of different fields. We've had the opportunity to meet and work with a lot of wonderful people. I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
It's the Disney List.
We've ever gotten done, because it was crazy. You know, spaceships and Wookiees and robots, and it was just unlike anything that had ever been seen before.
It's the Disney List.
This is Stanley saying Excelsior. I'd wanted to have humor. I'd wanted to have characters that were bigger than life, who are able to do things that the average man can't do.
It's the Disney List.
Leggies and jungle funds. Leggies and jungle funds? Leggies and jungle funds.
All right, so my typing is bad.
It's the Disney List with your hosts, Kristen and Aljon. Welcome to the show, and welcome to Sorcerer Radio. Aljon here, lifelong Disney, Marvel, Star Wars fan, joined by my hostess with the mostest, Miss Dining at Disney travel guru herself, Kristen. Hello.
Hello.
We have a special show for everybody, and going through the old shows and all the stuff we've done for Sorcerer Radio over the course of over 10 years. Hard to believe. There have been people that have actually been on Sorcerer Radio longer than us. And some of them are actually here with us today. We're going to reunite the crew of our old show, WDW After Dark. Joining us live today, the news monster, Jeff Davis.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Hey, Jeff. Host of TW60, the Disney 411, so many other things. He does coffee talks too. Did you know that? Does coffee talks?
Yeah.
He talks news and yesterday we were doing some things around the house, and I said to myself, "Hey, Kristen's like, Jeff's live," and I said, "Great, I'm in the middle of something." You and Nicole were hosting some Star Wars trivia, but so good to have you on the show.
Thanks
on
for
the
having
news
me.
show.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Also joining us, we have the host of the Sorcom Review, Mighty Marvel Geeks, Mr. Eric Allen. What up, Eric?
We're getting the band back together.
I love it. I love it. It's good to see everybody here, and it's been several years since we stopped doing WDW After Dark, but now here we all are again. It's like old times.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's a tender moment. I actually listened. I've been putting the shows back up on Anchor, and I had discovered our old show from GMX, the Geek Media Expo.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, and Master Chief, Jeff. Master Chief.
I
So
remember that. Yeah.
one of our favorite moments, I think, from that show was the fact that we saw Eric had run into Master Chief. He's a DJ in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, and Jeff's a big Halo fan. We ran up to him and did this quick interview, and he did Jeff a solid and basically did his Master Chief voice for Jeff on the air, which was awesome.
That was super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to?
Oh,
Jeff?
goodness.
Other than still being on Sorcerer Radio for like 12 years.
Do you see these 4 walls right here? This is literally all I've been up to.
Quarantined. We're
Yeah,
all quarantined.
Literally.
Yeah, you can't beat the commute that I'm having to do, because my office is literally at the foot of my bed. So, I mean, you fall out of bed. Oh, well, you're halfway there.
I love it. I love it. Well, yes, it has been interesting during this time. I'm glad, though, that everyone can listen to our shows on Sorcerer Radio or a podcast and at least know that they're not alone. They're here. Yep. We're all here in this together during this time, sharing our love for Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars together and being part of the Sorcerer Radio community. And I think that's great that at least because the parks are closed, we can at least share our fandom together like we do and have been doing now for a number of years.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, so today, not only are we going to have these gentlemen kind of chime in with their thoughts, but we do have a topic we're going to talk about. And Kristen, what are we going to talk about for this week's Disney list?
We will be talking about our 5 places to be quarantined at Walt Disney World. Now, these have to be places that are there currently. They can't be past places.
Are you sure? Did we vet this with anyone?
You're the one that said this before.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So you're telling me I can't be quarantined at Horizons?
No.
My life is a lie.
I mean, come on.
That's exactly my thought. Because I knew someone was going to say, I want to stay in Horizons.
You stated this last week.
I know,
that
I did
they had to pick a place that was there now, not one from the past or one from the future, because they don't exist at this moment.
Yes.
Unless we are now like entering the quantum realm, which that's a whole other thing.
Broadcasting from the future and the past, where the future is your past.
We can tell you about the next 30 seconds, but more than that, we screw up the time-space continuum.
Before we go into everyone's list, we're going to count them down. I don't know if there's a particular order. We're going to find out from our team here. But before we do that, I have a little bit of a blast from the past. You guys ready for this? I don't know if you can hear this.
I don't know that we're ready for this, but you're going to do it anyway.
Can you hear this?
WDW After Dark.
This is the original theme song. You remember that?
WDW After Dark.
I know.
Live and uncensored. The Disney vidcast for adults. Starring.
You know what's
Jeff
hilarious?
Davis.
We were dubstep before dubstep was cool.
Right?
I know, seriously.
I know, right?
On go. Kristen Aljon. With Graham Hershey.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know, right?
Rick Allen as the Beaver.
Wait. Hold on a second. This is Jeff's request from Nickelback.
WDW After Dark.
I still love that song.
Okay, I have to stop it because I'm going to get pinged for copyright if I continue to play this.
Right.
You know, we that's why we haven't made a single thing from any of these shows because we got pinged for copyright for all of our theme music that we would fly in, and I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't checked our YouTube page in like 4 years. But it was fun though, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
It was. Yeah.
Yes.
I listened to that theme song and I have nothing but good memories about it because we were all just so gung-ho about sharing our Disney fandom and the fact that we were Zoom before Zoom.
That's right. Yeah.
We spent so much time, trying to figure out how to do technology to have it do what we do. There were nights that Jeff, you, me, and Eric had just sat down and we're going to figure this out. We're going to try to stream everyone's computer screen at the same time and get the audio just right.
Yep.
It's still not perfect for us either.
Mm-mm.
Still, the whole streaming thing it's not easy. There's not a way to, unless you want to pay a fortune,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's not easy. And you guys stream, programming and stuff. You do it from your phone, you do it from your webcam and stuff. It's not easy to fly all of these people in and different sounds and different things, is it? It's not. It still sucks.
Well, I mean, one of the probably the easiest programs I think we dealt with that really worked well for us and then just abruptly stopped one day was Blab. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed using that one because that one was very interactive with our viewers and stuff like that. And then one day they just decided to stop using it, and we had to move on to the next thing. So
Yeah, we started on livestream.tv,
right,
and then we went to Blab, and then we went to Google Hangouts. And Blab, just like Livestream TV, they went super premium. And then Blab, they ran out of money.
they did.
I think they went bankrupt, right?
Yeah.
And so, wow, I mean, it's amazing to me. And now look at us. We're all in quarantine and we're using Zoom.
Zoom and
to bring you the
Teams
show.
and all stuff like that.
This is my first Zoom. I've never used Zoom before. So
Really?
This is very interesting.
Okay, well, cool. Well, hopefully, we said that this was going to be the last ride. I hope it's not. I hope we continue to guest on each other's shows. I know that we're going to have guests. We're going to have some of our Sorcerer Radio friends and family on the show at some point to discuss some things like the Sparks. We're going to have them on. We're going to have Jeremy Arena on to talk about, his app and so many others over the course of the next few weeks. But man, it's amazing to me. I just have nothing but warm and fuzzy feelings about the show. But having said that, let's talk about our Disney list, right? Let's get down to business. Jeff, would you like to get us started with a place in Walt Disney World that's currently a thing? It's currently not in operation, but you'd like to get quarantined in if you had an opportunity to.
I'm going to start with the Wilderness Lodge myself. Number one reason is probably the Whispering Canyon Cafe. If it's available during quarantine, I know how kind of standoffish, it is about the whole buffet thing during quarantine and how they serve you and everything else. But in a perfect, Disney World, that's what I would want. I love the theming of the resort itself. I love the theming of the rooms. When you walk into the resort, it's just so grand and majestic the way they put it together. So that would be my number 5.
Oh man, absolutely.
And the food over at Artist Point now is like spot on.
It's gotten better.
Oh, yes.
It was pretty doggone good when I did it.
It is now Snow White themed, and it has a German influenced dishes on the menu too. So it's amazing.
Okay, you had me at German.
Awesome. So awesome.
Can we utilize the pool while we're at the resorts?
Sure, why not?
Okay, all right, good. So
Yeah.
I like the pool too.
Yeah, and let's just say the buffet's open. How about that?
Okay, all right.
All right. Because trust me, I was thinking the same thing. We have to eat. Maybe you might go down in a hazmat suit, but hey, that'll work.
Figure it out.
All right, Kristen, how about you? You're number 5.
Oh, mine aren't in an order. So let's see.
We'll just
I'm gonna go with Cinderella's Castle.
Okay.
Because if I'm gonna have to be stuck someplace, I can at least roam up and down the castle. I get to stay in the suite, and I have this super cool view.
Nice.
And there's free Wi-Fi.
Stay at the castle. We have free Wi-Fi. We leave the light on for you. Nice. I like it. Hey, plus, you get the breakfast. The breakfast is pretty awesome.
Eat in the castle.
Yeah, the food's pretty awesome. I like it. Good call. Plus, I hear that the turn down service is really nice as well. That's just a rumor. All right, the Beeve, Eric, number 5.
Before I go into this, can I just say I am still tickled pink that that the whole beaver thing is still a thing.
Well, I was going to say, you're never going to live that down. You'll continue to be the Beeve because during the holiday specials, we refer to as the Beeve, and then just like Jeff will always be the Christmas will always be the Christmas elf that he normally is with Jeff the Halls. He will always be that. He'll never live that down.
Yeah.
So I don't see any reason to stop.
Well, this is all your fault, because I said to back it up for people who don't know the story. we worked on a video intro for After Dark, and I was putting the video together, and just for grins and giggles, because my name was last, I was just paying off of the old Leave It to Beaver and so as the Beaver. And I just threw that in there just as a throwaway gag. And I gave him a specifically legit title card for me. Did he use the legit title card for me? Heck no. He goes with the Beaver, and it's been that way ever since. And I will never not laugh at that.
I know. I love the nickname. And hey, the nickname stuck. Now there you are. It's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's my fault.
It's both of you. Both of you are to blame.
Okay, so my list, these are kind of in order in a way. I started off with what I thought was like the most feasible and am working my way outward from there. So my first one is Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, either in one of the cabins or in a really nice fifth wheel RV in the north side of the 100 block of the regular campground area.
Well thought out. I like
See,
it.
and he can go to Hoop-de-Doo Review.
Oh,
yes. That's why the 100 block. The 100 block is the one that's closest to the settlement trading post and the Hoop-de-Doo and Trails End and the boat landing.
That's so good. So good. So that's very good. My number 5, and I'm with you on that, Eric, but I'm also staying at a resort on Disney property in Walt Disney World's Polynesian Resort. That's where I'm going to stay. If I'm gonna stay close to a place where I've never been before, which is Hawaii, that's the closest I'm gonna get to it under quarantine there at Walt Disney World, because I love the theming, I love everything about it, the whole Polynesian Hawaiian vibe, and of course Eric and Jeff and Kristen, we love the Lapu Lapu.
I was just about to say all the Lapu Lapus you can handle.
That's right. Where's the rum? Aljon's got it in the Lapu Lapu. And that's exactly where I want to be. I want to be there. I want to be over at Trader Sam's, hanging out over there in that awesome bar. And if I was alone all by myself, like The Shining, I'd be turning into Jack Nicholson right into that bar. All work and no play makes Aljon a dull boy. Just hanging out in here.
I'm hiding all the hatchets from you because you will go chop down the doors to the rooms going, here's Aljon.
Yeah, I'll probably chop down the pineapple trees and start making my own Lapu Lapus. That's what I'll do with that hatchet. But yes, I think those resorts are amazing. Absolutely. Round robin, number 4. Who's number 4? Who's going to go next? Who wants to go next?
I'll go next based on the fact that the Poly is also on mine. However, I got a little bit more specific.
Oh, okay.
I am staying in a bungalow because I want to be on the water.
Oh, yeah.
And those resorts hold more people, so I can have other people with me to help entertain me while I'm there.
Yes.
No more than 10.
And of course, you got
no
all
more
the
than 10. Social distancing. Social distancing.
See, and Sarah and John would love that because I know Sarah, that's one of the places that she wants to stay.
If I had the cheddar.
That would be so awesome. Got a beautiful view of Magic Kingdom at night.
Oh, yeah.
So, yep.
I love it. Okay.
And Ohana chicken wings.
Ohana.
Ooh. Oh, yum.
You're right.
See, if you got stuck and they wouldn't let you leave your room, that's the room to be in. Plus, then they have to bring you all the delicious food you want.
Yeah, I'm just going to have everybody just bring me food.
Food and
quarantine.
drink.
Yes, in quarantine. You know, we could stay, and this is what I forgot to mention, and you probably are, Eric, I know you're loving the campground, but for me, if I'm staying at the luxury resorts, I'm going to stay in one of those 2-floor, luxury suites. That's where I'm going to stay. That way I can just, slide up and down the banisters and hang out the window and all that good stuff. That'd be amazing. All right. So that's number 4. Jeff, how about yourself? Number 4.
Number 4 is one that Eric has mentioned, and that's the campgrounds. Take and this is in a world where Jeff has got all the money he needs and has no worries on expenditures whatsoever.
That's right.
Getting the most luxurious camper that you could possibly have, a tour bus in some form or fashion, and just living the life, having the comforts of home, and having a little bit of Disney to go on top of it. So campgrounds.
You go for a toy hauler to where you can have like your little golf cart so you can zip around, and wearing a mask and gloves as well, of course.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so I'd throw that one in there as well. And you got your campfires, and of course there's other people around doing their social distancing and everything else at the same time. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end up.
Nice. Eric?
Well, first time around, I went with a campground. I'm going luxury this time. I am going for a 2-bedroom villa at Kidani Village there at Animal Kingdom.
Good one.
Yes. Nice.
Because if I got to quarantine, if I got to socially distance myself, I will socially distance my happy little butt out there on the balcony watching the wildebeest roam.
I like that. Good one. Well, my number 4 is right up your alley, because I was going to say that same thing. I was talking to Kristen about my list. Number 4, it's like I'd want to have a look out of this, a view of the savannah. I want that view. I want to see, if I'm going to be stuck in a place, I want to be able to walk out the balcony, see the sunrise, and see animals out there grazing and having a good time, just out there. And I think, we were lucky enough to actually stay in one of those as a guest for Disney Parks podcast and their meetup. And it was just amazing, guys. So
we
good.
had a 3-bedroom.
It was, which, yeah.
Well, I don't want to be greedy.
No.
And what was cool when we stayed there with Tony, but it was also Robin, the guy Robin, he is the one who created the new logo for us. Mm-hmm. And then we had John and Sarah with us as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there was 7 of us, and we had such a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Eric, we do love the WDW Tiki Room logo. We do. When we finally set up here in the new podcast studio, the new Tiki Room studio, we can still call it the Tiki. We're still going to call it the Tiki Room studio, but I want to mount it on the logos that you've done for the shows and put them behind us. On some foam board, like posters and stuff. It'd be really neat.
See if your local Walmart can print them onto canvas.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, because even the logo you did for Castaway Midday was amazing. Like, I love that logo. So good. But okay, so I lost track. We're at number 4. Who
on the 4?
Who's next? Jeff?
I think
Jeff went.
Oh, did Jeff went? Oh, okay.
Everybody's come but you.
Oh, everyone but me? Okay, yeah. I'm right there with you. So yeah, Kidani. yeah. So no, I'm also staying in the bungalow next to Eric, because
there's no bungalows there.
Well, you know what I mean. A big luxury room suite.
Villa.
That's the term, villa. So I'm right there. Okay, number 3. Who wants to go first? Kristen?
No, I went first last time.
Okay, we'll go with Eric this time. Number 3.
Okay, this is where I start getting a little less feasible.
Okay.
But this one, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying the Germany Pavilion.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Nope. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I mean, I've got bratwurst, I got beer, I got sauerkraut, I've got pa music. Just set me up a cot next to the Alpenhorns. I'll be good.
All the comforts of home.
So I'm going to have to go after Eric now. Good. The reason being is because Eric, on my list, like I've got mine on a piece of paper here. The one that's listed 3rd is the Germany Pavilion, because I've got I've got all the good food and drink and entertainment that I need.
Wait.
It's home away from home.
I love that. I love that. Wait. Jeff, are you staying in Germany too?
No. And the caramel.
Oh, the caramel kuchen. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Caramel candy, caramel everything,
kitchen.
caramel kitchen. Everything you need right there in the Werther's Pavilion. Yes.
And the cuckoo clocks.
And cuckoo clocks.
So weird. This is so weird. I'm not going to be by myself.
No, seriously.
What?
Seriously, number 3 on my list, because I'm doing it in order, is the beer garden right there. German Pavilion.
How funny is that?
That's
Wait.
Wow.
Also, my number 3, the beer garden.
We are not alone.
We are not alone.
You know what this means?
But you don't have proof of yours.
No, I
Jeff
don't.
and I, we have proof. Ours is on.
Oh, I got proof of mine.
See,
I didn't write it down. I know what I'm going to talk about.
I've written them down.
We discussed it.
I
We
wrote mine
discussed it.
down because I was working on it today because I'm like, gosh, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're all going to be hanging out in the Germany Pavilion having Ritzel und beer, right? Yeah.
Especially my
The
favorite
Oktoberfest
grapefruit
thing.
beer over there. Yeah,
That's
I love
right.
that stuff.
It's what's for dinner. It's
Oh.
what's for dinner and lunch and breakfast.
Do they still carry the Alton Munster Oktoberfest?
I think they changed that. They used to carry the Spaten Oktoberfest, and I don't know if they still do or not.
Oh, well.
They change every like 2-3 years. They change
Yep.
Oktoberfest beers. But I remember that beer, Eric. I like that beer.
That one was.
Yeah,
that
that
one
was my
good.
favorite.
That was
of
the best one. That was the best one. It was the best one. Guys and dolls, you are listening to the Disney List. We are at the Disney List on Facebook, and you can also check us out on Anchor Podcast on demand on Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com, and hopefully you're also listening to us live on Sorcerer Radio. And be a friend of the show, like us, and subscribe to our feed, and click that bell there on Facebook so you can be notified anytime we go live, or Memorex, because we are doing this show, pre-taping this show with our friends Eric and Jeff. It's a WDW After Dark reunion, and we're talking about our top 5 places at Walt Disney World Resort that are a thing right now if we were to be quarantined, where we want to be at. And now we are at number 2.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We're number 2. So my number 2 was actually one of Kristen's answers earlier, which was the castle. I want to be in Cinderella's castle because that view. I want to experience that view from Tinkerbell's, with the window open, just hanging out and seeing and surveying all of the Magic Kingdom. I want that view.
You're not going to do the zip line, are you?
Sure. I could go the
I
Shawn
would.
Michaels route and just zip line,
Okay.
I'd be
Yeah.
zip lining right into WrestleMania, just like Tinkerbell. That's what I'd be doing in quarantine by myself. WrestleMania for one there at the Magic Kingdom. Okay, Kristen,
Yes.
you're number 3 or number 2.
I was going to say, we already went over number 3.
You see, things don't ever change. I have the same problem I had like 5 years ago. So
Okay, so number 2, I went with a place that I have yet to visit because it just recently opened. And that would be the Riviera Resort, because I have yet to stay there, have yet to visit the place. I mean, we've did the whole Skyway thing to get, and it makes a stop there because we were going from Hollywood Studios over to Epcot. And I like that. It's a cool transportation, and they only put 4 people in it, so you're not packed and sweating to death like you are when you get on the little ferry boat. So I thought, new food, new place to stay, that had to be on my list.
nice. Jeff, number 2.
Number 2 takes me over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and with May the 4th being what it is, may the 4th be with us. I am staying at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Very nice.
Entirely. The whole thing.
Yeah,
Like,
very nice.
Close the doors, put up the barriers. I've got Oga's Cantina. I've got Ronto Wraps. I've got Smuggler's Run. I've got it all. Everything you could possibly. I can build as many lightsabers as I want. I can have droids running around all over the place going crazy. Wouldn't matter. It's Galaxy's Edge. Wonderful quarantine spot.
I love it. Eric.
Jeff, buddy,
Yes, sir.
you're going to have to share them lightsabers with me.
I
Because
have no
that's-
problem dueling with you. I have no problem with this whatsoever. Do you want to be a Jedi or a Sith? I mean,
I'd rather be a smuggler.
okay, good enough. All right.
Jedi and Sith are so overdone. They're so mainstream. But no, number 2 on my list is Galaxy's Edge as well, because that's a place that I have yet to visit, but really, 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 really want to. So, like you said, you've got the Ronto Wraps and the Olga's Canteen and Canteen or Cantina, I can't remember. Just you got the food, you got the entertainment. We can recreate battle bots, Jeff.
Oh, that would be fun. I'd enjoy
Nice.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
BB-8s would be in the ring like sumo wrestlers trying to force each other out of the ring.
That's right. That's right. Another it'd be UFC, but with droids. That's nice.
That's cool.
Battle bots. I like it. 3 cheers for anyone that remembers battle bots.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, battle bots. Just like our show. Okay, great. Did I say number 2 already?
No, you did not.
Okay, good. I actually teeter on a couple different places at Disney Springs. Now, Disney Springs is not known for their comfort or their beds, but they are known for their food. And if I'm going to stay quarantined in a place, you might as well stay in a place that has amazing food. And normally I would say Raglan Road, but this time I'm going to go with Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. That is my new favorite place. I love the food there. And if I could just camp out, hang out on that covered porch, if the weather was good, then you could just kind of hang out and camp out there. You could go in, get some cheesy biscuits, get some really awesome moonshine, and just be hanging out. And the food is so good. The charcuterie board is the best. They've got the best pimento cheese. They've got amazing food, and their fried chicken and waffles to die for. And I'm here from Tennessee.
Well,
I'll tell you, chicken and waffles was raised in Tennessee, Memphis in particularly, and I've had that. This is better than that.
And you already have the refillable moonshine drink,
Thanks to you. Yes.
tumbler mug thing.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I'd be staying.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear someone use the words refillable moonshine cup?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is brilliant.
And it's like, it's not a bad price to get it refilled at all.
No, we've definitely got our money's worth time and time and time again.
And if you are an annual pass holder, you do get your discount on that too. So I think it's what, $8?
Oh
per
yeah, it ain't
refill?
nothing. It ain't nothing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the cup itself is literally like one of those Club La Vila kind of tumblers, bigger than this, bigger than this cooler.
It's got the little koozie already attached to it.
Oh, it's Florida. Yeah, exactly. It's spring break, baby. All day, every
My
day.
Disney cup is playing in the back of my head and will not stop.
Absolutely. Man, allergies are running wild. All right. So once again, this is an awesome reunion of WDW After Dark here on the Disney list. We're going to go and talk about our number one choice of where to get quarantined at Walt Disney World, if that was a thing. And then we'll go talk about everybody's shows and things like that. But man, it's so good to have everybody here. Once again, Jeff, Eric, Kristen, myself, all on Sorcerer Radio. And if you're listening to this on demand, please check out Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com and check out all the great shows that we have there and all the great staff who bring you Disney magic every single day. It's amazing. So let's go with our number one. Kristen, let's start with you.
My number one is going to be at Coronado Springs in the Gran Turismo. What is it? I just forgot the name of it. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I got to look at my list because I wrote it down. The Gran Destino Tower.
Oh, yeah, the new place.
Yes.
Oh, that one.
Because number one, I love Coronado Springs.
Yes.
Have forever. We always have an amazing experience there. The cast members are phenomenal. And I hate to say, I have found the cast members there to be better than many of the deluxe resorts. We have made friends with cast members there over the years. And between the fact that that new tower is amazing, it has fantastic restaurants in there. You've got in between the whole resort is the Three Bridges, and it's like an outdoor place to eat. It's really good, amazing drinks. The view at this place, especially if you go all the way to the top of the tower and you go to eat at Toledo, oh my gosh, the view is so impressive from there.
Absolutely. No, it's great. I'm so glad you're able to cover that. And that looks amazing. I can't wait to check it out myself when I get a chance. So, all right, Mr. Jeff Davis, your number one place.
Number one, let's head over to the World Showcase. Let's go inside Mexico.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I had actually thought about that one.
So did I.
Here's the reason why. One, they've got chips and salsa, unlimited chips and salsa. So that's a key. There's a nice little spot over in the corner, serves some fantastic margaritas, tequila shots. I recall, I don't know, maybe what was it, 10 years ago that two other people on this broadcast with me right here were at that little spot where they serve tequila shots, doing scorpion shots and eating chips and salsa and having a grand old time. That would have been Kristen and Aljon with me there at the World Showcase.
There's proof.
Such a good time. Then you've got fantastic, very good Mexican food. It's gotten better over the years, little by little. And then I get to indulge a little bit of my, Navy side, jump on a boat, go down the river, and enjoy a fantastic attraction. So, yeah, Mexico
Nice.
Pavilion's my number one.
Nice. Very good. Very good. All right, Eric, your number one.
My number one. Okay. I decided to kind of go off the reservation a little bit here. And, if I'm going to be quarantined in the Florida sunshine, I'm going to want someplace I can cool off. And I don't want to share because I'm in quarantine. So I'm going with the entirety of Blizzard Beach.
I love that.
Nice. Very nice.
I will not have to share that lazy river with anyone.
Very nice. Well, my number one is also Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to be hanging out there. And if I've got to get food delivered to me in the comfort of my very own Millennium Falcon in the Smuggler's Bay, so be it. Jedi. I will do it. I will do it. And I will do it. And hang out there, build a lightsaber, have my droids happen and deliver me drinks, all that good stuff. So
Nobody mentioned the holocron.
what about the holocron?
You can make them.
Yes.
Nobody's going to make them. You guys are making lightsabers and droids, but what about
a holocron? Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can hang out with all the holocrons. We can fill up a whole tub full of holocrons and just jump in it, and it'd probably impale me. But yes,
That might hurt.
definitely hurt. Gang, thank you guys so much for being on the show. This has been an excellent edition of the Disney List, and we want to know from you, where would you want to be quarantined at Walt Disney World Resort? Would it be a luxury resort? Would it be an attraction? One of the things I mentioned, one of the things I thought about really was, I'm not going to stay in It's a Small World.
Oh no.
Because the music would literally make, I'd almost want to like jump out of the river boat at that point. I'd leave the happiest cruise on earth and find another way to spend my time.
I would still take It's a Small World over any value resort, though, because I've lived this. I lived this. Hurricane Gene came through downtown Orlando, and it just happened to be while we were staying at Pop Century, and the parks closed down, and they told everybody shelter in place, basically stay in your room. And for just that, for like 24 to 36 hours, I mean, not being able to see, not supposed to be able to see the outside of a value resort room. That is, of course, to say that, yes, we broke quarantine quite a bit walking around in the hurricane. But no value resort for me.
I get it.
So what year was it that we were there at the same time? And I want to say Mac was like 10, and there was the tropical storm.
Tropical Storm Debbie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we stayed at Boardwalk that time.
There you go.
That's a nice place.
We met up at the park, because we met up at Magic Kingdom, because there's a picture.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right after Connor's dad had gone him to ride an attraction that he freaked him out, so he wouldn't go on Splash Mountain. And we were like, you know what? We're already wet. Just ride it and get soaked even more. Why not?
Exactly.
There's a picture to prove it.
There is. Luckily for us, we've all met in some way, shape, or form and fashion together. I know that Jeff, you, myself, even William, we all met up for the Sorcerer number 10, the 10th anniversary. Can you believe it?
Wow.
10 years. It's been crazy. And then I know Eric, we've met, luckily for us, over at the park, as well as at GMX, and a couple other times you and your son have been over here to see a Predators game, which was awesome.
Yeah, that'll be 5 years ago this December.
Oh, crazy.
It's hard to believe it's been that long. It doesn't seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
My, how times fly. But I tell you what, when this is all said and done, maybe one of these days we can get the entire Sorcerer Radio crew out and hang out and do something really massive, just because it's been forever since we've done that, and it's just long overdue, for sure. And the Sorcerer Radio family continues to grow. We got the Diz His podcast now, and all these guys over there doing stuff. So it's like the Sorcerer Radio family keeps on getting bigger. And guys, it's so good to be on a show with you guys again. It's great to do at least one last ride, and who knows, we might do more of these in the future. And I would look forward to that for sure. So where can people see and hear you, Jeff?
Well, they can hear me on Friday mornings over on Sorcerer Radio, which is at srsounds.com, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And plus there's the DW60 Press Row podcast available on pretty much almost all of the podcasting platforms.
Go. Perfect. Mr. Eric Allen.
You can hear me on Sorcerer Radio every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern for SCR, also known as Sorcom Review. But SCR is trendier to say. And you can also hear me on Saturday evenings for Mighty Marvel Geeks, which is also available in podcast form off of iTunes and also from our website, mightymarvelgeeks.net.
There you go. Absolutely. Kristen.
You can find me at Dining at Disney. So check out each week on all kinds of social media places and everything, the Dining at Disney podcast that I do with Bubba.
Sounds good. You can find me on Instagram at AljonGo. I post a lot of goofy pictures about me and my guitars and sometimes cats. And you can also check out the Disney List podcast, the best place to reach out and find us on Facebook, facebook.com/the Disney List. And you can check out our live shows, on-demand shows there, and all the podcast forums and good times there. But we would love to hear from you. So thank you guys and gals so much for checking the show out. On behalf of Jeff and Eric, I'm Aljon.
And I'm Kristen.
And we'll see you real soon.
This podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company or its holdings and is intended for entertainment purposes.